What's going on, everybody? Welcome. We got a little bit of a surprise drop from Stern. It's going to be Kong time. What do you think they're going to do? Is it going to be pre-recorded? Is it going to actually be live? They've been pretty criticized in the past for the quality of their secret streams like this, but I don't know, man. I don't have a problem with it. I think that, what is it? Jack got reamed for dressing up in X-Men costumes, and it's like, this shit should be fun. Get off that. So anyways, well, we've got about, 7 minutes before it kicks off, but I wanted to have a little chitty chat before it actually drops in. Say hi to everybody. What's up, Roller Coasters? How's it going? I've also fixed the stream a little bit, so hopefully the Great Pyramid and any rewards should properly work. We can test some ass. Let's find out. Looking good. Yeah, agreed. As someone who has gotten into the world of streaming, it's not easy. It's not as simple as just sitting down and hit and go. I guess it is now, but all right. What do we got? We got 5 minutes. I got the link already pulled up here. This is supposedly what it's going to be, so we just have to hit refresh. I know, right? Heart. Hey, Ron Paul, thank you so much for the follow. I think we're set up for bath time. Should we do it? Let's give him a bath. Welcome to the Cult of Pinball. We're reacting to Kong live. We're going to do that thing. Look at that. It's bath time. We need to find someone who actually speaks enough Japanese to translate this. Where's your king? What's up, Sadie? I don't know. Where is your king? Did you lose it? Dude, you can go live stream. There's no fighting. There's plenty of content for all. The internet is filled with it. Oh, look at that. We got to fix that one. That's right. Divisible error. Not yet. It starts in 5 minutes. We got a 5-minute countdown. You get to deal with me until then. I tell you what we did see, though. Here, we got 5 minutes. Let's talk about it. Righto. So,
man, I wish someone would invent video games.
Remember yesterday when I said Stern didn't have any voiceover directors and that it showed in the broadcast? Well, here's a behind the scenes.
Look at that.
And we have
it's Kong.
4 or 3 people involved.
Is it like that 1930s
Brian
thing where
Quinn.
he's like, hello, boys, like that sort of thing?
First voyage, first adventure.
Trying to keep it higher.
Barry Thompson, who's the sound and music, both supervisor and probably sound effects designer for the game. You know Keith Owen.
Use your accent here.
Yeah, we don't have that anywhere else.
And then...
All right, what the fuck we got over here? That's always stalled my New York accent. What the fuck's it? All right.
Quick, let's go across. Go. Whoa.
Can you be a gorilla?
I can try my hardest, baby.
Can you be a gorilla?
I give it to you.
And Jody, who is their marketing guy. So here's the problem. There's not a single person on there that is an actual voiceover director. And, they're having a good time hanging out. And that's great. It makes good behind the scenes footage, but it doesn't make for good call outs. They're just having fun, which is great. There's no reason that these sessions shouldn't be fun. But everyone's just so happy that they're involved in the recording process. They're not actually giving the talent direction to make best call outs they can. So, and again, like I've said in the past, I've worked in that field for years and it's a problem. So, right. Divisible, you bring up a good point. If they're trying to go cheesy, but you hear them say the line, they're like, oh, just go with your own accent. It's like, man, you want to shape a character and then you want that character to create moments around those lines. I've mentioned before, Lord of the Rings is like a perfect example. I mean, like, for example, like think of Jurassic Park, right? When they show up, they're like, welcome to Jurassic Park, right? If you see that on paper, right, you're just going to be like, welcome to Jurassic Park, right? And just read the line. It's super boring. But look at the delivery. When it's done in the movie, they're like, welcome to Jurassic Park. Like, it's a shaped moment. And that's what you want. You're trying to make these like iconic little snippets because they're going to be played over and over again. You're not just reading a script. And it just shows here that they're reading, and you know, they've got this, that's a Shure 55, I believe, the vintage microphone. That's like an $80 microphone, which is fine. It's not really the point about being expensive or not, but if they're trying to go vintage, that's an okay mic to do that, but the processing in the game doesn't sound anything like that. It's just, it's not the right mic for the situation. This is not a right environment for it. It's Super 55. Okay, there you go. I knew it was a 55. I'm assuming you mean Shure, not Super, but there you go. Blue Foam is Super 55. By the way, M&M Retro works in audio as well. He works at Tascam, so there you go. That's awesome, and I'm hoping that's the case because I've heard that the guy who did Godzilla is also on here. There we go. Yeah, so I was right. It's the Shure 55. M&M Retro knows more about mics than I do, but not by much. I would hope so. I mean, that's what they did for D&D, and D&D, even though I was critical of it before, man, that is so specific. Okay, so it's like a $160 microphone, but it's not the point. It's not the cost. And there's nothing wrong with home recording. I've mentioned that too. Like, whatever. That's great. You don't need to be in studios anymore, but you do need to get a good performance out of a person. That's the key. So, all right, we're coming down to the line here. Let's see. And they haven't posted anything yet. His fridge is open. Also, check this out. I don't know if this counts, but you can see... You could see this earlier when we were talking about it as well, but check it out. Like, there's an Ecto 1 back here. Is that like rumors confirmed that Stern's doing Ghostbusters as a remaster? Easter egg? I don't think so. Probably not. Okay, so Godzilla guy is back. Let's take a look.
King Kong, Myth of Terror.
Awesome. Okay, so that's fantastic. I didn't mean to cut that off here.
King Kong, Myth of Terror Island. Brought to you by Stern Pinball.
That's an amazing example of both stylizing the audio and post afterwards to get that like radio effect. They're obviously playing some film reel like sound over it. But yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Like at least it fits the style of what they're going for theoretically. All right.
Right now, your body's thirsty for more.
That's a good idea. Here we go. It's live. Get out of here with that. It's Gatorade time.
So give your body what it's thirsty for. Gatorade is thirsty.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Oh, well, there you go. What's up? This is Brad. Thanks everybody for joining too. We've got it. We're in it deep right now. I don't care about their chat. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I'm not hearing anything, even though Jack Danger is hiding in an airplane eating a burrito or something. I think that's Jack, right? It's kind of hard to tell. He's so tiny. Yeah, right here. Let's full screen it. That's hilarious. I'm in a plane. I'm in a tiny plane. Of course, they're advertising the LE. Let's see what version they actually go with. It's Danger. It's the Danger biplane. That's true. You could tell because of the stash, right? All right.
Good evening, Pinheads. Welcome back to Stern Pinball. I'm Jack Danger, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. First off, let me get a number one in chat if you can hear me, and we all sound great and look beautiful. Bonsoir. I can't speak French. Tonight we're going to be showing you a fun surprise stream of King Kong Myth of Terror Island with the dev team And we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into this. So, folks, hang on. We're going to get it going.
What's up, Outlaw? Let me make sure let me know that the audio is going through good. It sounds like their volume's a little low, but hopefully it is. I'm going to full screen it for most of it too.
I'm going to take the glass off, and we're going to go over. No, I'm just kidding. I'm here with Rick Nagel, lead coder, Joshua Henderson, second in command coder, helped me with some of the rules. Mr. Zabietti is hiding. And we're just going to jump right in.
Folks, let me know if the music is too loud. But yeah.
I wonder if that's me.
Rock and roll.
It's time for Gary Stern's secret message. Skill. Spell King Kong to battle T-Rex.
He doesn't need to take his glass.
Hype.
Oh, yeah, I do. Brutal.
Second.
Player 2, you're up.
Internet, thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Give me 1 second. I know this was last minute, but we got a crack team here to show you what's going on.
I mean, first and foremost, like they're super low. Here, let me see if I can boost it. Max there. Here, we can cheat it. Fix it in post. All right, here we go.
All right, that's a yellow card for
too much.
One more of those, and he's not allowed on stream for 3 streams.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to fix their stream audio by
Gong mode going or something.
Okay. I mean, awesome that it's a 4-flipper game. That's great that Keith's doing that. It is. It's a diverter. It's a diverter underneath it.
Just from the top down shot.
Yeah, I can't fix their delay, but I can fix their volume.
Cross the chasm.
I mean, the music sounds good. The cel-shaded art bothers me a lot less than I thought it was going to.
We need to solve this. Let's have Wilhelm scream in there. Super skill shot. Wow, I guess you actually have talent. Ball 2, locked.
Oh, that's cool. I love that the plunge goes up to that tiny flipper so you can immediately mash those drop targets. Absolutely, roller coasters. I totally agree.
Ball 3, locked.
Quick toss a Pokeball at him. I agree, Joe.
King Kong multi-ball.
Yeah, this is excellent.
Complete drop targets to light jackpot.
The music package and sound design on this sounds awesome, and I'm so happy to get to say that.
Let's get across.
I don't know what that Windows sound is. I think that's them, not me. Yeah, right, Killer Cleve? I want to rip these shots too. Seriously though, the audio package sounds amazing. God, where was this on like D&D and stuff? Oh my God, as a sound person, I have no idea how like absolutely stoked I am that they actually nailed the music and sound design, it sounds like. These animations are still not amazing, but I get that they have to do it all by themselves. They don't have any video footage. It's very clear that they went with their own shit. Oh, we got a center post. Look at that. What? Center post.
Kong multi-ball collected. Try to hit the soft part of the rocks. 2. Time's up.
Yeah, I'll roll it back in a minute. Wow, depending if we can get it. What time code is this?
by spiders. I hate spiders.
Kong letter collected.
Big points. Dude, this looks fun. This looks fucking fun. Their teaser did not set it up and show off how good the flow and stuff is in this. Look at that, even the underflipper action just from flipping and playing a multi-ball. Yeah. All right, I'm on board. I was super skeptical after a fairly kind of like weak trailer, to be honest. But I still think that spider is going to shatter within like no time. There's no material on Earth that's going to stand up to being smashed on top of a hard silver ball repeatedly.
Super skill shot.
So here's a question. Why did they even bother to build up hype around this Brian Quinn guy when he's barely in any of these call-outs? Like, all of this stuff is fine. It's like they did it just to try to like relate to the, I don't know, whatever generation likes whoever this Brian Quinn guy is. Also, if Brian Quinn's super famous and I don't know him, my bad. Please feel free to educate me. That's a good idea. Let's put the clown collar on. Yeah, get you a clown collar. Get you a Kong collar. Kongler? Hey, over here. There you go. Boop.
The drill plate of done.
Oh, I love that. These action moments using the footage as like a color graded like background. That's a smart way of using a simple asset and getting a lot out of it. You know, all they have to do is animate a slow motion monkey swing, and all of a sudden they're getting leverage out of it for other uses. That's a smart way of using assets. I don't know. That's a good question. There's been no information on what node board, or I'm sorry, what spike version this is. Joe, you're funny. Joe's making a reference to the Node 10 boards burning out on both Dungeons and Dragons and Rush, right, Joe? Isn't that it? Yeah. Okay. People watch Comedy Central still? Didn't the streaming wars replace that? What's up, Skullbox? How's it going, man? Thanks again for everybody showing up to hang out and check out the stream. I feel like we're group talking. I'm so glad that this is not a stream where we talk about how scared and how terrible this game is, because this shit looks awesome.
Dude, Josh freaking annihilated that. Holy crap. Internet, if you have any questions, please drop them in chat. Also, if you're having some audio issues, we're working on that right now.
Well,
so Rick here.
That means we're going to have to turn that limiter off in a
lead.
second once they fix it.
What is the official title for Rick Nagel of Nagel Oil? Lead developer. And CEO of Nagel Oil.
I still think the playfield is too busy. Like, it's so much going on. I imagine it's probably less of an issue once you're actually in it and familiar with it. But I don't know. It was nice seeing Dune kind of dial it back with a more minimal playfield in terms of like just texture and color everywhere. Yeah, we noticed on D&D, the power for the left kickout is located in the diagnostic menu, and it's definitely a new UI, totally different. Yeah, I'm so stoked for Dune. Dune was on the top of my list, but now I'm going to get both Kong and Dune, but holy crap, I was not excited for Kong up until about 5 minutes ago. Now I'm excited for Kong.
Playing the premium.
Yeah, this is the premium model, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. Someone ask him in chat if it's Spike 3. I don't think so. Joe said no. And Joe knows a lot. People seem to not really like Infinity Quest, so it's not like his team has always hit it out of the park. But I don't know. Pretty much every other Elwyn game is great.
Super skill shots.
Yeah, I agree. 3 Amigos. I'm like super excited to be involved in Barrels of Fun. Like that's yeah. I'm overjoyed to be diving into the Barrels of Fun ecosystem pinball world.
Will there be a pro stream? You'll just have to wait and see. We're full of all sorts of surprises, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, so where are we seeing this game in public for the first time?
Pinball at the Zoo.
Pinball at the Zoo in Kalamazoo.
I'm curious how far along the code is.
Are you guys gonna be there?
It seems pretty far.
Heck yeah. If you're going to Pinball at the Zoo, you can get your hands on this game. Get Keith to throw stuff at you or whatever.
We got to get them to answer.
Yeah.
Somebody asked
Oh, yeah,
them
he's gonna
if it's
toss
Spike
bananas
3
at
and
you.
if when it's actually going to be shipping. See if they answer that.
There was a passing around of a
Or if they
large
dodge
bunch
it.
of bananas here at the studio the other day. I believe there's like an engineering cart packed to the gills.
I wish
with
they
them.
could carry George Gomez's energy into these live streams. Like they look so bored to be playing pinball for like the most anticipated Stern game in whatever since the last one.
Let's face it, when you need a hero, you call someone who's been in a tight spot before. Lucky for me, she's got me. All three, lock. Kong multi-ball. Complete the drop target.
Ooh, Kong cutaway shot. Here's what I want to know. Here's a really important question, right? So since Kong uses his arm to block the ball, right? If that mech breaks, you're done, right? On Jurassic Park, at least, if the T-Rex, I almost called it Dragon, if the T-Rex failed, you could shut it off from the game and still proceed and play the game. If that mech breaks
You guys wanna
from
know what
doing this
code is
cool
in the game? I
jiggly
believe we
dance,
program
then
everything in
that
C++,
would be
so-
not good if there's no way of circumventing it. So hopefully there's some sort of, I don't know, system in there to allow it to not work. That's a good question. I don't know. Is there a pop-up like solenoid that blocks it? You know, similar to, I don't know, D&D and a million other games.
Side ramp at all.
Joe's still really butthurt about the Node 10 thing. Joe, you don't even own a D&D or Rush. May 11th, huh? June 7th, is that the window? Or is that's when they're building the LEs? Yeah, all right. So there's another game. That's a good example, Brad. Hey, look, let's talk about Kong and Dune. Thanks, Wisebot. We're literally watching. We're watching it right now. Almost at Dune.
Another one.
It's a good thing you got an approval for a second pin, right, Divisible? This was a good time for that. What's up, Frisco Pinball? How's it going? Let's go back to the screen. You guys don't need to see my ugly mug. Hey, that's a pretty, man, send a girl to Disney World and then get an extra pinball machine approval? Like, that's a
The
good
music is
business right
incredible, a real
there.
sense of urgency. Heck yeah.
Killing you guys. Start taking meetings.
Solid 8 points.
Looks like the skill shot
Jeremy,
is to
what
send it
player?
into the spider and hit the targets based on the like inserts. I will say one good thing about there being so many inserts is that they can use the light to like really
Saving
direct
best for
the
last,
play.
Jeremy Packer.
You know, you can see where you're supposed to be doing things based on the animation of all the
Perfect.
of the inserts. So
We have every skill level represented here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Ball one, lock.
What's up, Pendejo? How's it going, brother? Thanks so much for the follow. As we do on the Cult of Pinball, you get a fresh bath. So we're gonna do our first live stream active bath.
The wind up
Send
punch
it.
from Kong is so good.
You
How do you light and activate the log diverter?
It goes by itself. The ball happens to be in there.
Thanks for the follow, my dude. I like the film projector stuff. It's a good way of hiding the kind of like, I don't want to say poor quality of the animation, but it fits with the style. They throw the film filter on it and then they can get away with it not looking like 100% excellent render. Thank you, Baznet. I'm going to chill with the baths. Remind me I owe you a bath in the future because we're watching Kong right now.
The wind-up hit is so good.
There it is, the legend.
If the action button is blinking blue, you can smack that for a few seconds of the log diverter to come up and feed it to the flipper for you.
Collected. He's distracted! Run! Double scoring! Take the wheel.
Goatrilla. So I don't know. I mean, I love the kickback too. It's just the speed of action on this. Well, whatever. That's fine. Sorry, Stern. They should have pre-broadcast. I don't know why they waited to go live last second.
Kong multi-ball collected.
I meant to do that.
I do love the speed at which the balls are like floating around. Like just the pace of the game seems really, really good and consistent. You know, as opposed to like D&D, which was like incredibly stop and go. Totally, man. My opinion's completely changed. I was lukewarm on it and stoked for Dune, and now I'm just straight up stoked for both. This looks substantially better than what they were. I mean, I don't know if I want to say contender for dethroning Godzilla, but there looks like a lot going on here. That is fun.
1. Time's up.
I have a feeling that the audio sync issue is because I have a render delay, so I've moved that to me. So hopefully the audio for the video should be better in sync. Let me know. I wouldn't say it takes it out, because we haven't seen a real, like... Yeah, they're Classic Stern. Come on, man. Jack Danger is like not infamous, super famous for being an excellent streamer. I mean, come on, Dead Flip is amazing when it was active. How are they not able to set up a non-messed up stream? Yeah, look at that. You can bounce back and forth between the upper flippers. Amazing. How are you going to have a climbing building? Yeah, who wants to watch World of Warcraft? I mean, I'm sure there are people, but whatever. How are you going to go from pinball to World of Warcraft? I feel like, look, they clearly have him climbing a building. I'm really shocked that they didn't include a climbing thing, like the building, like the most iconic. You got the airplane, but you're not going to include the giant building. Like, come on, Empire State Building should be like 100% in this. Stumbler to the rescue, right? Oh, come on, man, that should be a sculpt. I mean, that's cool. Sucks being that lizard, man. No one likes a hole in their head.
8, 7. Look at you go. 5, 4.
Looks like we're missing the last piece of the map.
1. Time's up. Deadeye jackpot is lit.
Oh, last second.
Ladies and gentlemen, the echo was my fault. I love you. You can send all your hate mail to jack.danger@sternpinball.com. Thank you.
You heard him. Send that hate mail. Don't do that, man. Stern's trying to make games for everybody. Like, it's not like Stern wants us to hate their games. I feel so bad for the designers who work so hard on this, and then we come on here and just start shitting on it.
I'm grounded.
Which I'm guilty of too, but I think Stern needs to be a little more receptive of some of the criticism about what could improve their games. They're living in a bubble, and there's a lot of people that have some fair opinions about what should or shouldn't happen with the direction that they're taking their games.
Plunge mission. Yeah, the plunge is awesome. There's a lot of stuff to shoot for off of that. I also appreciate that you can fall back in there.
There was no room for a one-way gate.
Okay.
We had to make a rule of it.
Can't fit a gate?
That's a fair criticism. You know, there's still unfinished code in Jaws. There's no final wizard mode.
Everyone's favorite mode. Shooting stand-up there.
Uncanny X-Men has been all but abandoned, it seems like. I feel really bad for anybody who purchased an X-Men and is just sitting on a extremely large pinball paperweight. Invisible, don't you have one? not to rub salt on there.
Making me happy. Shut it down.
I mean, it seems like the general feedback is really positive so far. I mean, what do you guys think from the game so far?
Oh.
So yeah, folks, if you're going to be at Pinball at the Zoo, this will be its first public appearance. I believe Keith will be there, and you can tell him how much you love it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
also,
what Keith
Jeremy
wants.
will be
ton
there,
of dudes coming up to him saying how much they love him. I agree.
Oh, not
I
true.
agree with
Got
all
it.
of you.
Sorry.
This looks like a solid entrance. Like D&D and some of the other recent Sterns have looked like maybe it'll be okay, but this looks undeniably fun. Not sure how I feel about that neon pink gradient as the color selection there.
Is this?
I wonder if that's an homage to the original unreleased King Kong, though, because if you don't know, the center playfield artwork is
center posts are great.
and to a large degree, the color scheme in general is from the unreleased King Kong that never made it to market. So knowing that, it makes it a much more interesting. Data East 1990. That's right. Thanks, Joe.
Nice. Wow.
My unofficial manager, Joe, here.
Dude, that gong feels so
Somebody
good. Somebody
asked them if they play tested the Spider and if they've ever had it break on any of the Pro Rally models. I really want to see if they're gonna dodge any of the
feels really good.
kind of like long-term manufacturing issues. Especially, it's a fair question at this point after X-Men and after D&D. Don't spam them. Just ask it. Let's see if they dodge it. I mean, that's enough. That'll tell you what you need right there. If you ask them, hey, is the spider breaking? Is it going to, have you tested a little more after Uncanny X-Men and after D&D? If they dodge the question, you got your answer.
Something about Quicksilver.
Assuming anybody's even paying attention to chat. I don't even know if they're do they know they're live streaming right now? Like, there you go. There was that center post, by the way.
Just join the stream. This is the premium.
What's up, Borg Dog? How's it going, man? NW555, that's a lot. Thank you for the follow, my dude. Welcome to the Cult of Pinball. I got a lot of baths to give out later.
Get at it.
Tub Guy gonna give you a bath. No, it is not Spike 3. I think they confirmed it's Spike 2. Well, to be fair, they've been working on it for who knows how long. That's an interesting question. I would love them to ask or answer how long Kong's actually been in development.
So Insectopus was because Greg Ferris kept calling it that.
I wonder if they got licensed
Not
music.
understanding
This
what it was
does sound
supposed
like
to be, so we
licensed
just
music.
kinda Jokingly made that an Easter egg.
Which is fine. I mean, it fits. That's all that matters.
He's channeling his papa there.
Yeah, right? I believe the Three Stooges have been an inspiration for King Kong from the day one. Even though King Kong came out. Did King Kong come out before the Three Stooges? The original black and white?
Oh yeah, I learned so much about the
Yeah,
game.
it's super fast. It's great. I love Keith's wireforms are awesome. Like I realize that's such a kind of who gives a shit, but the pacing at which the ball returns to the flipper is like just the right amount of like uh-oh time. If you don't know, like the reason they put these curly cues and all these different shapes in the wireforms, it's to control the speed of the ball and delay its return to the flipper to give you a little bit more time from from a buck to what you're actually doing.
The river as many times as you can.
So in terms of pacing, this game looks wild. Like that orbit's so cool. It comes down there and then immediately feeds that lane. Like that's awesome.
So each consecutive shot he makes through there builds the value. The jackpot is collected at the cave. Yeah, look at this. Whoa.
Wow, that shot looks disturbingly easy to hit.
All right, he just
and of course, it's a spinner. Dude.
All right, I'll stop now.
Praise Elwin.
Nice.
Praise Elwin for bringing the spinner back in style. Not enough games had spinners.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the IP, there's enough people interested in Harry Potter that they're not gonna have a problem selling their game.
Elizabeth says the software lead is spinning in the background. I forget his name, but I hear him.
But yeah, I don't know. If I was Jersey Jack watching this, I would be like, yeah, well, that's a good game. It seems like it's a good game. Yeah, it's funny. That was mentioned on Reddit the other day, I noticed. Someone said that Dune didn't have any pop bumpers, but that's not true. There is a pop bumper on Dune. It's hiding underneath the thumper on the left. It's just got a bunch of like sculpted sand over it, which I think is kind of neat that there's a bunch of shit hiding the actual like mechanics of it, but also I'm wondering how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be to remove those to service them. We'll find out.
We're missing 2 other pieces.
That's a lot of dead spiders.
Double scoring. Are you guys in Stern Studio? We are. I had to dust off my gear for this internet, so I apologize for that echo stuff up front, but we're all good to go. Now we're going to watch Josh get a quintillion score. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, Josh is quite good at Kong Pinball.
Is there a gate on the plunger lane? Nope, ball falls right back in there.
No, I definitely did not forget about Godfather. I don't even own a JJP, but Elton John's an awesome game. Do we even know who's designing Harry Potter? Like, has any of that information been leaked?
Alien Pope.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
One-way gate.
Who am I though?
Called it sneak in.
It's Eric.
Reactivate
Okay.
skill shot. Yep. Each unique skill shot you get gives you a King Kong letter, so it's actually very useful.
Josh, if you just did that on purpose, you're freaking fired.
Yeah, totally. Totally intended. Yeah.
I didn't know if they were going to still slap Richie on it. Is that confirmed, Joe? Do you know for sure?
Oh, sweet combo. Nice.
Ow, man, that fucking return is so
the drop
cool.
targets, and the ball orbits all around it. You have a flipper, and you shoot biplane ramp. You get the super sweet combo.
I wonder what determines whether the Kong Gong rejects your ball or accepts it.
Stegosaurus, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the flow is going to look good when you've got someone just absolutely just nailing every shot, making it look so easy. But I feel like you could tune this. Why is it black and white? Interesting. I feel like you could tune this to be difficult.
You're in biplane impact, shooting that ramp awards biplane awards.
If it needed it.
Each spinner alternates sliding up to build that value.
Is that why they made the screen go black and white?
Josh has completed all the climb arrows of level 1, so now he gets to play.
That would be. I don't know. When's King Kong anniversary? Like, are we close enough to it? Yeah. Just put a Node 10 board and everything. That should make it pretty difficult. Oh, shut up, D&D. This doesn't involve you.
Yeah,
D&D's sad. It's making noise back there. It's like, play me. Don't watch King Kong. I'm selling you. I don't want to hear it.
It's actually harder than you think, going from your own playfield to someone else's. So So the New York City modes, there's going to be a few of them. Right now we just have one implemented. But the idea is every time you complete a floor of the building that is lighting all the windows on a single floor, you will light a New York City event. And you will get to choose either a mode or a permanent perk.
All right, so confirmation that they're still working on the code for it, but, you know, no surprise there. The light show for this is very good. I feel like that's something that is easily overlooked. If it's going good, you don't pay attention to it. But look, so there, it's promoting, letting you know that you need to hit the spider shot for that moment. They're doing a lot of like directional sweeps with the lights. Also, I'm curious how much outside illumination they have on it. For once, it doesn't look like the center of the playfield is like pitch black, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows if that's them putting spotlights on it? It's easy to make a playfield look pretty well lit when you just dump a bunch of light on it, as we do here on Dirtypool. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, we stream a lot of games. Or we stream some games and try to get to the wizard modes a lot, unsuccessfully. Come hang out. Yeah, Ultraman's light show is not great. I actually don't dislike Ultraman. I like how weird it is. Ultraman's a spooky game, I believe. One of their not earliest games. When did Ultraman come out in their release like schedule?
Josh, you're nuts.
I don't think he's too worried about that.
What if he never drains? Right. Kong move in attract mode.
He will, yes. He can pound the glass, tell people, hey, play me.
That's funny. I wonder if pounding the glass is an intentional thing.
2 million bananas is a reference to the original King Kong, where it was 1 million bananas, and we applied the inflation rate since 1989. It's a bad joke.
There you go. There's a good example of the lighting telling you what to do. If you can't figure out that you need to shoot it right up the middle on that.
Complete the drop targets to light jackpot.
I mean, I guess that's one good thing about overpopulating your playfield with insert lights, is that you can do that. Which question was it? The inflation for the amount of bananas? Really? That's the out of all the things that we're curious about on the game, that's the one that you wanted answered? Roller coasters? What the hell, man? Oh my God, that's just.
Yes, Kong can knock on the glass. He does it right now. He does it for replays. We have plans to put that in a track mode as well.
That's a great take it over here.
Because they're not making Back to the Future. That's Dutch, man. Dutch has the license for that. And they only have the DeLorean. They don't have any video footage. Think they're going to do a cel-shaded DeLorean since they can't use any of the video footage? Who knows? Who knows?
Let's get it, Thralls. Kong letter collected.
The bitch is lit.
I mean, it seems like they got 800 mil and they didn't crash the game yet, so the code can't be that old or that unfinished. You would have imagined that they would have hit something that would have crashed the game if they hadn't, with that amount of scoring. And it looks like they started what? They started multiple modes. They started like the main multi-ball. If they're selling this in like 11 or 13 days. Oh my God, is that true, Brad? Tell me that's not true. Is Dutch Pinball really an NFT company now? Say it ain't so. Please. Nobody needs that horse shit. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Were you really going to buy a DeLorean anyways if they made a new one? And now do you want one now that you know it's an NFT company? You don't really get a DeLorean. You just get a non-fungible token of a DeLorean. Okay. I just want to play this game more now. I mean, I feel like there's not much else they can show.
He gave up.
Game is good.
He started Jeremy picking on him.
Player 4, you're up.
That's true. Maybe the achievement stuff isn't integrated. They probably I imagine that production-wise, the achievements are like the last thing that they put in. And that's fine by me. As long as the pinball machine works, personally, I don't really care about the achievements, especially if, if the scoring's not finalized and stuff.
All right, this was my favorite.
There's no way that's true. Stern said that they weren't raising their costs. I don't believe that even a little bit.
Oh, I fought worse than this.
Oh, wait. Oh, duh. It's Aussie prices. That's why he put the kangaroo in front of it. My bad. My bad. What is that? What's that translate to?
Jerry
I'm curious.
Thompson
I mean, is
Pool?
it dollar for dollar, or are you guys getting screwed, unfortunately?
Oh, nice. I'm fly backing.
I just hope I make it to the end of this without going broke.
Yeah. It's like the greatest time in the world for pinball, and these fucking tariffs are just stomping all over it. Yeah, Joe, it's for sure. I imagine that those
Who knows
would not.
what that's a reference?
The stability of the game is not worth the achievements. Ask them. I bet they'll tell you the achievements are not fully integrated yet. That sounds like a question they would ask. Shut up, Wisebot. Now's not the time. Okay, so as opposed to 9,000,
the
what,
main
700?
objective is the climb. The climb, all those windows give you awards, perks, and like the New York City modes. Kong letters, like you spell King Kong and you get to battle the T-Rex. The animations for the T-Rex battle aren't in yet, so I don't know if we want to show that. But the mode is there.
I love that spiral light show. That's great. It almost feels like he got the feeling of like an upper playfield or like secondary playfield vibe, but not. Like it's integrated into the primary playfield. So it's like, you can use that little flipper to hit these drop targets as if it was kind of like a secondary game objective, but yet that area of the playfield still acts as like a left orbit as well. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, Owen's design philosophy is
A little sleepy.
that everything on the game should be fun. He always trims the fat. He's mentioned that in interviews before, and it seems like we're seeing that in action here.
This is the case with a kicking target. The punchback does not punch. It drops it into the scoop back there for an island lock. Nick's used to playing with the banana flipper one we have. We can stream that. We totally can. Hope you like shooting center ring.
See if he's going to break 1 billion. Not him, but player 2. Or are they on? But yeah, they got one more ball.
Get the extra ball.
Get the extra ball. It's turned up. Still a cool animation though.
Have we not seen it yet?
Got aborted because he was playing it during multiple.
That I do not like that one. That one is not a good animation.
Oh.
The lighting for the city is just like weirdly cheap and not in a cool stylized way. There is a big shift of style between, this like realistic forest
Internet,
stuff
you're
and
silly.
then ultra
Banana
cell
Flipper
shaded
upgrade
like,
releasing for the
4 boxes for the buildings.
Dude, I'm telling you, folks, get yourself a pair of banana flippers if you buy this thing. It is a fun
Oh,
treat
for sure,
to
man.
shoot
Back
with
and
it.
forth. That'll be fun, but that's a cool
feels
mode they
designed
could
for
add.
banana
How,
flippers, 'cause
hit those
shoot
ramps
that
back and
center
forth
ramp
between those
so
two flippers and build a
flawlessly,
value.
It's ridiculous.
I see a lot of potential for them adding a lot of like interesting scoring modes and stuff that takes advantage of this kind of layout.
I mean, put them in upside down and see what that does.
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see.
Shoot the treasure target.
I got the treasure target. It's all on my way.
I love games that have a gate feed on the in lane. I think that's so awesome. I love it on Jaws, and clearly he's a fan of it as well. It just gives you that like another chance to kind of rattle it through. That's a low success chance, but still feels exciting. All right, that shot's really narrow. I don't think there's a diverter there. It's just a narrow shot under that ramp. You can see where this white arrow is. That's where that shot right here.
I have three pairs of full new old stock banana flippers. All right,
right here.
We're not trading in chat right now.
That goes up here and hits a ramp that feeds back down here and then drops on this flipper where you then can hit this ramp up here, which looks like it returns it back down here. Or can.
Yeah, he'll still win. Exactly. Oh, yeah, he ate the ball.
Of course, they had to have Kong eating the ball so that people would be like, "Yo." There's been a lot of criticism that Kong isn't interacting with the ball with the animatronics, like grabbing it and throwing it. I think a lot of people wanted to see like a Frankenstein kind of thing, but I don't know. I'm glad that he's not like damaging the playfield like Frankenstein did. I mean, that was like welcome to Pitball Land.
Oh no.
Pitted playfield 101. I'm more worried about the mech breaking and not capturing the ball on that ramp.
Yeah.
As soon as that arm doesn't work, it's game over on that. Yeah, dude, you gotta get you a worm anus. Get you a worm anus to eat your... All right. Oh, I thought he was gonna break the building. Unfortunate.
Super skill shot. Look out for the rapids.
Ooh, rapids.
Kong letter collected. And
That's cool. I like the lava letters dropped. I wonder what collecting Kong letters actually does.
Rick, with the Kong moving around, did you program his movements and stuff?
That was done by Mitch Deason. He's one of our systems programmers. Put together an animation system to actually use the Blender as an animation program that the 3D animators use. They can actually use them, like make the animations in 3D and then export them into the game.
And it can read those animations.
Yeah, it'll read them out and
that is
play them
bonkers.
back on the game.
Yeah, I can follow.
That's neat. It's probably
that's amazing.
whatever.
So yeah,
FK
they
bones,
just animated
they
in
use
Blender, and then
to kind of rig a monkey and then animated that, and then somehow that's translating out to. Ah, well there you go, Sam. Thank you for that. Oh no, ads. That's not something we want right now.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, was that my dad?
Well, hopefully they wrap the stream in 2 minutes so we don't have to deal with 30 seconds worth of ad BS. I don't know. I don't know how long they're going to play it for. I imagine just the one game.
You guys can sign the next game.
Super skill shot.
Well, I forget whose point that was earlier. It is a lot of people that are both very good at pinball and have been working on the game. If they don't have the shots down and how to save the ball in that particular one, I would be shocked.
Cross the chasm. Cross the chasm.
That's cool. All the mode selects are
island
the
lock. This is
old film footage.
Island lock mode.
And then it switches into like the real time of you dealing with the situation. That's neat. I like that.
Get across. Go,
Oh.
go. There's an opening. selected. K.
Okay.
We'll talk offline. But seeing,
Quick, let's go across.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what else there is to say. The game looks neat. I think Stern did. I think Stern did pretty good on this one. I still have worries about the mechs in it with the
Put a bunch of little Easter eggs. If you
with
look
Kong
at the,
himself in his arms and the spider having a
lips.
long-term
you'll see a
kind of
bunch of
thing.
Easter eggs from his
But
premium tour.
the spider isn't on the Pro, is it? Like I imagine, you know, if you're an operator, you're not buying a premium because you don't want to deal with repairing all this shit. And is it going to get enough bang usage at home to cause damage? So yeah, no Pro Spider. There you go. Yeah, that gong is so disappointing. Oh my lord, that gong. This plastic, you know, just archway of disappointment. Yeah. Heck yeah, Kong can jam. He's probably really good at like bongos and stuff. Hell yeah. I know that's not what you mean. But I bet Kong knows how to jam anyways. There's still a plane on the Pro. It's just like ultra cheesy plastics. It's not sculpted like it is on here. Let's see, can you even see it well on the overhead? Because they said this is the premium, right? Looks like a Spaz 7. I don't know my biplanes that well.
They are X targets on the playfield. Hit each one of them twice, they'll start one rotating.
So Stern's still heading on their like normal release schedule. What is it? Elizabeth Geisky said that they try to aim for like one update a month.
I'm so not used to this color screen either.
Here come the excuses.
You can imagine that the first month or two is probably going to be bug fixes and things that need to get like emergency fixed. I mean, look at what D&D did. Oh, by the way, there were ads running. Welcome back. Anyways, I was just saying, like, Elizabeth Geisky was saying that they try to do updates like about once a month, and based on D&D's like update release schedule, I would imagine that they're going to do not performance, but hot fixes to take care of technical issues. From me or from them?
Like me.
Okay. Don't scare me like that, man. You know how I feel about audio.
I'm seeing now that giving out my email address was a terrible idea. Thank you, Internet. Keep them coming, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Okay, so we can tell that they do have some playfield lights on there based on the game's GI shut off for the end ball stuff, and you can still clearly see it. So the playfield still may be dark.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Keith, do you have any final words to share?
I've been talking for days and days. I'm super tired, but thanks for tuning in. Had a lot of fun making this game. It's a high energy, fast paced flow game. My favorite type. So thanks for watching.
Keep it flowy. All right, Internet, I love you. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the next one.
He's
all
like,
right?
I'm so tired, and he's going to have to go on all these traveling circuits. Well, oh, is that what it displayed? Oh, I'm sure X is probably the slang for their beta builds, for sure. Good catch, Joe. Good catch. So 0.80, man, that's earlier code than I would have imagined, but connecting my channels. Restream, what are you doing? Stop screwing around. Yeah, I don't know. I'm stoked. I'm really looking forward to this. Hopefully you are too. I hope you've enjoyed this experience of, this is new for me. I'm just trying to do some reaction stuff. People seem to enjoy it the last time that I like bitched and moaned about a game. But this one looks awesome, and I'm happy to bitch and moan that this looks like a really fun game that I can't wait to play, personally. Yeah, if you're getting out to any of the locations, shows that they're going to have them on, fucking hit me up. I want to know how it is. In the meantime, I will be trying to get more coverage of live footage of this game being played, and I'm assuming On Tilt will get one. That's Shane's location. That's where we play. That's our distributor. He's a super cool dude. Sometimes, just kidding, Shane. And so I imagine he'll have one there soon. So I will look forward to streaming this as soon as I can, when I get it. And yeah, unless mine gets here before them. I doubt it. What's up, Wizzy? You know what? It's bath time. We got a few baths to give out. Let's do them. It's bath time, everybody. Woo! Thanks for the follows, for everybody that found the stream and enjoyed it. If you want to see this guy give his son a bath, I hope. Yeah, welcome. You're a little late, Wizzy, if you wanted to see this stream because Stern just wrapped it up. All right, bring it on, Wolfman. We'll have a face off, the Kong off, Kong and Dong, and Coon, right? Isn't that we were swapping letters on Dune and Dune and Kong? It's okay, man, because I'm going to post this in just a second. You can watch it again, and I'm sure Stern will too. All right, that's it. I'll be streaming later for a little bit. I guess it's already 5, so probably pretty soon. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. All praise the Great Pyramid. I'm glad Stern's making a cool game. Let's go raid somebody.